Hi, it's Kev, and this is the first of what's going to be Riff of the Week. Basically what it's going to be, believe it or not, is a riff each week, and it'll be in the style of whatever I feel like doing that week. So I'll try and make them varied for you, I'll try and make them interesting, but first riff is going to be this. It's a bit of a shred thing. Let's give it a go. I shall in-shot that for you. Okay, so now let me slow that down for you, show you what I'm doing, show you what's making the riff. Here we go. Okay, so I'm beginning with a D minor arpeggio, which is like this, beginning on the 17th fret of the E string. Okay, so it's from the 17 down to the 13 on the first finger, crossing over to the 15 with the second finger on the second string, over to the 14 with the first finger on the third string, and pulling off from the first note to the second note. Okay, and then what I do is I take this fret 17, pull off to the 13, and then pull off from the 18 to the 13, and then back to the 17 and pull off to the 13. Okay? Now I'll play this in triplets. So we're thinking of 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3, and we get in a. There's 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3. Okay. Okay, and then move down to a C major arpeggio. Okay, it's basically a little finger at 15, again on the E string. All these arpeggios that I'm about to show you play on the top 3 strings, and I go on for the C major arpeggio. I'm going to play from the 15 on the top string, on the first string. I'm going to pull off to 12 on the first string. I'm going to cross over to 13 on the second string, and over to 12 on the third string. Okay. Okay, and after I've done those 6 notes, which is those notes and then reversed, I then pull off. I do the same kind of idea, slightly different pattern now. It's a different degree of this D minor scale, which it's essentially used in this D natural minor, and I'm going for 15 pull off to 12, 17 pull off to 12, 15 pull off to 12. Okay, there's a bit of a stretch up there with your little finger, and that gives us the same idea. Again, all in 3s. You can count in 6s, but it's probably easy to think in 3s. 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3. Okay. The ne's part, I use a diminished 7th arpeggio. Incidentally, this one is in the key of B. It's sometimes a little tricky with diminished arpeggios to tell what key they're in, because well, actually that's another story. I'll go into that another time. It's more important that we play them. Just trust me on this one. This is in the key of B. And okay, so what we get now, we go from the 13 on the first string, pulling off to the 10 on the first string, crossing over with the second finger to the 12 on the second string, crossing over to the 13 on the third string, okay, and then this time I'm going to do the kind of pull off section that we have at the end of each riff. I'm going to go from the 13 to the 10, and then a big stretch up to the 16, and it has to be those notes to keep it a diminished arpeggio. If you're familiar with those, you'll know what I'm on about. If you're not familiar with those, don't worry about it, just trust me. It's a bit of a stretch, but keeps that kind of spooky tone. Okay, and then from there we basically go that's kind of, oh no, yeah, we then go back to the original D minor arpeggio. So if you play them in context, okay, up to now we've had the D minor, with the C major, with the B diminished, well, B diminished seventh, and I then come back up to the D minor, and this time we just get the arpeggio, descent and ascent. We don't get the kind of hammer-on thing at the end, we just get... And the last 6 notes is this time a... what would it be? It would be a D sharp diminished, am I right there? Yeah, sorry, I had to figure that out then, just didn't want to confuse you. So we go for a D sharp diminished, and this is now... Okay, it's the same as the diminished one that we did at B, the one that we did from 13 to 10. It's the same pattern, but it's moved up now to 18, so we're going to pull off from 18 to 15 on the first string, crossing over to 17, crossing over to 18, back up to the 17, and back up to the 15. So basically everything's kind of 6 notes. We've got the first time round we go, 12 notes. First time round we go for this. We go for followed by this, that was the D minor, followed by this C major, for the B diminished, 7th, and the last set of 12 notes is kind of 2 arpeggios, the D minor and the B sharp diminished, and we finally end on the note of D on the 3rd string, that's fret 19. Okay, so basically one last time. The thing is, these work, they work great, fast or slow. Okay, so we go. Okay, and I play that twice through before I land on that note of D. Okay, and what I should have mentioned to you before I zoomed out from the close-up actually was that I'm using a sweep picking technique for all of that. I'm using an upstroke to pull off the pull-off, and then I'm sweeping across the other 3 strings, okay? So basically I'm getting this very sort of classic... Check that clear for you, just let me adjust the angle on the fly, okay? There, I think you can see it now. Okay, and basically that's it. You can play this thing slow. It works nice slow. If you use like a real clean tone with a lot of delay, it sounds fantastic. If you're not a fast player, don't worry about it. You don't have to, like I say, these sound fantastic fast. But if you play them slow and clean, they sound great too. You could put them into any different style. You could memorise that, okay, that first part was a D minor, and the next time you're playing along to any track that's in D minor, you know, or well, there's a chord of D minor playing, you could improvise with that arpeggio. So just really have fun with them. One thing I will mention is that the kevinburkeguitar.com, if any of you have been onto that at the moment, you'll have seen it's just a pretty basic template. That's going to go the actual proper site that's going to be the more functional site with loads of good stuff on it and hopefully looking a lot better than the one I've got. That's going to be up, if everything goes to plan, this month, this being March 2009. So there'll also be tabs for all of these riff of the weeks. As it stands at the moment, I hope that the video was good enough for you to work it out. If not, get in touch with me and I'll get the tabs over to you. Otherwise, good luck with riff of the week 1.